FoodSource DFW was born out of the Center for Interfaith Initiatives, a program of the Memnesene Institute. The Memnesene Institute exists because of its commitment to serve the needs of our communities. Founders Mary Ann Thompson Frank and Joshua Frank have given their lives to this effort, funding these efforts as both a work of philanthropy as well as compassion. The Center for Interfaith Initiatives began as an interfaith roundtable in 2005. 40 panelists gathered to discuss numerous topics. One thing they all agreed on was the command to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, and heal the sick, which sums up our approach, putting faith into action. At Memnesene, we formed the Interfaith Service Network, made up of leaders from various faiths, designed to apply our faith to meet the needs of our community. Our mission: people of faith serving people in need. From the Interfaith Service Network came the Hunger Task Force. Back in 2010, we began researching how we might make a meaningful impact in an area that affects people of all religions: hunger. The question we asked was, what could we do that would be different? Together we learned from our actions, and FoodSource DFW was born. What pantries lack is time and creative ways of going out and just looking for sources of food. FoodSource DFW fills that gap. We have the time and the creativity to go out and find the donor, arrange trucking, as well as get that food to the food pantry or the shelter in a timely manner. We get on the phone, we're calling food donors, we're going out, we're doing on-site visits to food donors like Nogales Produce or Barcel USA, OM Produce. We're going to the American Airlines Center. We're meeting with food warehouse managers, with food service managers at stadiums. We are making those connections and building those relationships so they know that they have one person they can call and they can rely on. The main thing is they know that they can get food from us and through us because of our commitment to both them and to our donor. Our best practices have resulted in explosive growth. We have increased our donor resource base, our nonprofit partner base, and food donation volume by over 600% in 2014, moving over 250,000 pounds of food, 125 tons in the past 6 months. We're endorsed by the Environmental Protection Agency because it's good for the environment, it's good for humanity, and just makes good business sense. We are in the business of connecting with businesses and nonprofits. We divide our time between seeking and building relationships with businesses who donate food and nonprofit partners who will accept that food and get it to hungry families.
What the food source has done is allowed us to get produce from a lot of different companies. Produce is a premium right now. When our warehouse starts getting low, they're a great source to share their resources with us, so we're allowed to give people nutritious food on a regular basis.
Well, right now, what you're seeing is with an event like the Final Four going on and the National Championship, there's an immense amount of catered parties, of private events, because in all those different venues within our facility, they're not going to eat all the food that they order. So rather than waste it, we need to put it to a good use. And we partner up with these great people right here, and you can see all the love and the dedication and everything that's being put into it. We've got our staff here jumping right in there, and it's just a great thing. It's a fantastic part. It's one of the best parts of what I do personally, what we do as a group, and what we do as an organization. It's just fantastic.
My name is Mark Mabry. I'm the executive chef for Levy Restaurants here at the American Airlines Center for both the Dallas Stars and Dallas Mavericks. On any given day, obviously our end goal is to not have spoilage. That's not realistic. We know there's going to be some. Rather than it going in the garbage, we love to work with different charities to let them benefit from it. So luckily we partnered with you guys now and are able to utilize the donation, leftover product. It's really made us take a hard, deep look at all the other areas of our business where we do have leftovers, when they understand where it's going, why we're doing it, versus something that was before maybe thrown away or oh, this is no good. And now we've looked at it from another perspective and said, what, we can repurpose this. We can find another way to feed people in need and really make an impact in the community. So that's really our end goal.
Food pantries, shelters, food banks, community centers, churches, mosques, synagogues. If you are in the business of feeding people, we will say yes to helping you get food. The interfaith creed under which we operate functions on levels we never even imagined. The hungry child does not ask, "What is your religion?" but rather gives us pause when he asks in his food insecure world, "Where will I get my next meal?"
Well, it means a whole lot when you're homeless. Even though I say the homeless shelter off the street, Pastor Leon and Jennifer have been supporting me ever since I got out of prison in 2012.
Actually, it means a lot to everybody because there's some people that don't even eat until like Saturday or Sunday when people come and hand out food to us and stuff like that. So it means a lot to some of these people. I mean, it means a lot to me because it lets me know that people actually care about us.
We look forward to this every Sunday, and it's growing, leaps and bounds. It done grew into something fantastic. And that's because God's work, when he sees people working in his honor, doing his bidding, you can't help but to grow. If they wasn't here on Sunday morning, I don't know. I truly don't know. This is like my inspiration, to get up and get my day started, get my week going on, and then I'm fired up from then on. This is my fuel. Just plug it in and fill me up and let me go.
Food insecurity is a concept that should give us all pause. Next time you get your restaurant tab or take that plane trip and check into that comfy hotel, pause. Pause and think about the power of your signature. So as you're signing that check, ask yourself, am I being the best steward of my resources when it comes to feeding a food insecure world?